All right, we're going without the webcam, sans webcam, to continue because I think that we have enough room on here to do all this math. All right, so 75 hundredths divided into 5 groups. The first thing that they want you to look at is the picture, of course. So let's look at the picture. Okay, so the first thing is we would fill in 7 tenths and then 5 more hundredths. It's an easier way of doing that. 7 tenths, 5 more hundredths. You have 75 hundredths there. We also know if there's 25 hundredths unshaded, 75 plus 25 is 100, so we did everything correctly. Okay, so if we were going to divide this into 5 equal groups, all right, we need to start thinking of how much would go in each group. Now, what's always going to work? Oh, the algorithm. You're absolutely right. So, excuse me. If we're going to divide this, is there a digit that we could get rid of? Yes, we could absolutely get rid of the 0. And then we have our dividend of 75 hundredths, and we're dividing it by 5. Remember, we can get rid of the 0 because the 0 doesn't change the value. It just makes our work longer. We have more to do. Okay, so ignore the decimal point to the very end, or if you want to put it to the top right now, you can. I know that it feels weird to have a decimal point at the beginning of your dividend, but it can happen. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and work with the MSB. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. So first step is divide. 5 goes into 7 one time. Boop. 5 times 1 is our multiplication step. That gives us 5. And then we're going to subtract. Remember, we're ignoring the decimal point. It's there, it's glaring, it's big, but we're just doing 7 minus 5. So 7 minus 5 is 2. And then we're going to bring down the 5. So 5 goes into 25 5 times. 5 times 5 is 25. And then we have a remainder of 0. So now our decimal point can take the elevator to the top. And I know it looks strange, but we can have the decimal point at the beginning of our quotient as well. So 1500. So that means that every group is going to be, it's going to include, I wonder if I can make this, do they have more options for this? It used to look different. Now it doesn't. Okay, anyway. So we are going to have groups of 15. So there's one group of 15. Here's 2 groups of 15. Remember, 15 would be 1 full tenth and then 5 hundredths. Our next group of 15, they kind of look like a sideways Oklahoma. The next group of 15 kind of looks like a backwards P. And then finally, our last group of 15. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups. Altogether, we had 75 hundredths. So this is 75 hundredths, our dividend, divided into 5 groups, and that gave us our quotient of 15 hundredths per group. Once again, the algorithm makes it a little bit easier, in my opinion, to get the answer. Because if you started drawing circles and kind of drew circles incorrectly, you'd have to do a lot of erasing and things, and that could get frustrating. So the algorithm always works. All right, let's move on. Excuse me, I need to bring a drink the next time I record, or the next time that this video stops. I should go to the refrigerator and get a beverage. I need to find my cursor. All right, there we go. Seltzer water, here we come. Okay, next one. 1 and 8 tenths divided into 9 groups. Once again, they want us to start with the picture. I would say that we can divide this into 9 equal groups, but I think it might be easier to do the algorithm first. So I'm going to go get a bubbly water. Y'all go ahead and start using the algorithm to divide 1 and 8 tenths into 9 equal groups. We'll see you in a minute.